So what I was talking about was time travel. Sorry, I screwed up and hit the screen when I started to cry in that last video. Um, I am grateful to God. But anyway, time travel. My I just prayed to God to move time and space and put my soul in the room with my church, whether I'm watching it live or whether I'm watching old sermons. And I get that feeling, but I also notice my spirit in the room with them as well, and I get the feeling that I'm in that room with them. It's hard to describe. Try it. If you're a Christian, just do it. Watch some old church sermons and really get into them. Find a preacher that you love. I recommend, obviously, the School of the Hebrews, Christian Church, Philadelphia, Christian Hebrews, Pastor Omar. He's got some deacons coming up that are underneath him now that are also wonderful, wonderful speakers, and wonderful men, and wonderful thoughts. And if you go back, like the first of 2017 or so, the things he preached about between then and COVID starting will strengthen your soul and your journey and your walk with God and your knowledge of God and everything else. And then if you read all the books that he recommends you read, as he's recommending you read them so that you can understand them all chronologically and understand what he's talking about better, and then go back and read the books, and you'll remember parts of the sermon and be like, oh yeah, shit, this is that war and this is that war and this is, oh wow, history is fucking amazing. That's my other passion is history. Just love it. And that's just a beautiful, beautiful years of sermons. But he did a 22-part sermon about, not like a history sermon, and he ran through all the books of the Apocrypha of the Jews and the Maccabees and the Jubilees, and he goes through all that history and brings it right from the flood right through to today, and relates the whole Bible, and when he gets up to like Jesus' time, and it's beautiful. And he's not just resourcing the Bible; he's resourcing all these books, and he brings the Roman history in, and Egypt history, and links it all together. Cleopatra, and just all the names that you know throughout all of history, and it's freaking wonderful sermon, and that was last year sometime. Anyway, highly recommended. But and then try to ask God to put your soul there. You won't just change yourself, but you'll change everybody in that church. And if it was determined that you were going to ask that, God knew that when the time was going on and you were already there. You just got to go watch the sermon and be like, holy shit, I'm there. And then you'll understand what it is that I'm trying to fucking explain. It's really weird to somebody who's not really Christian or full spiritual too, right? Because you can't be stuck in a Christian religion and actually understand the universe, because those religions are all the mainstream religions are all washed down or whatever at best. They're a mess. So excuse me, you need to base your knowledge over cast a wide net. Pray for wisdom, discernment, understanding, knowledge. And as you get it, you'll start seeing the indiscrepancies in the books where they've been manipulated a little bit here and there to suit narratives as opposed to what the universe is talking to you, right? I've talked about alchemy in other videos and how it's a universal language of the world. You don't need this what we're doing. There's so much lost here in a video with body language and the physical and just feeling the energy of somebody. It helps solidify the words better that so you just take it in better. But this way you can watch it over and over in a video and try to gather more knowledge. I wouldn't go following the things that I say as a religion, because I'm always learning just like you. But my method of learning is what's correct. So don't necessarily listen to what I've learned spiritually and about like death or anything like that, as opposed to the way that I learn. And then you might teach me something, right? Because the universe might find it easier to communicate something to your brain than it does to my brain, because we're so shut off from that language, that universal language. The more we can open that up and then share with each other, the more we'll understand together. Anyway, I'm gonna shut her down for today. I hope my messages were positive ones today and everybody's having a wonderful time. It's starting to rain. That's wonderful too. Have a nice day.